Hey everybody, it's Brian again, and I am moving into my second case of Battle for Zen. Thank goodness I only bought two, because that first case did not have a single expedition in it, so we have high hopes for this case. Going into box one right now. We're hoping for some goodies. We're just going to skip right to the rares, because everybody's seen all the commons and uncommons by now. We start off with a mythic, Void Winnower. Your opponents can't cast spells with even converted mana costs, and for all intents and purposes, as this card sees, 0 is an even number, and your opponents can't block with creatures with even converted mana costs. Let's go to the back. Veteran War Leader. Star for green, white, and 1, equal to the number of creatures you control. Tap a creature, get a bonus. Hedron Grinder. Goblin Ally for 4 mana, 3/3. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets just him, copy it for each other creature you control that it could target. Pretty sweet. Haven't seen a use for him yet, though, but I've been sticking away from the standard for the fact that I just can't stand dealing with it. Oh, so close. We have a foil mountain. Mountain 2/6/8 from Battle for Zen foil. I like it. Our rare, however, is Hero of Gomafada. Rally Indestructible. Pretty good in the ally deck. Smoldering Marsh, our red-black Tangleland. One of my favorite color combinations to run. My favorite in the current Battle for Zen limited format. Red-black Devoid is stupid powerful. Nettle Drone is an amazing card. Oh, we have a foil Blighted Gorge. 5 mana, tap sack, deal 2 damage to a target. Utility lands are utility lands, and our rare is Guardian of Tazim. Landfall, frost something. If it was an island, frost 2 things. Ruinous Path. Our sorcery speed, Hero's Downfall with Awaken for 7. Ooh, Drana, Liberator of Malakar. I really like this card. I don't think it's being played in Standard right now, but I would try to find some way to just put it in a deck. Legendary Flying First Strike for 3 mana. It's a 2/3, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 on each attacking creature you control. I think she is ridiculous. Who doesn't love flyers? But I just play a lot of black cards in every format, so I may be biased. From Beyond. Oh, our new Awakening Zone for this set. For an extra mana with extra bonuses. We have Amaria Shepherd. Landfall, return target non-land permanent from your graveyard to your hand. If it was a plains that fell, it's to the battlefield instead. I like the card, I really do. I've never ran it in limited because I can't justify playing that card at 7 mana for a 4/4 flyer. Like, even back in Avacyn Restored, I think Archangel was a 5/5 Vigilant Flyer for 7, and I still couldn't play it. My preference, Sanctum of Ugin. Tap for a colorless. If you cast a colorless spell with conversion cost 7 or greater, you can sacrifice it to search your deck for a colorless creature card, and it hits your hand. Tutor spells are always good. Who doesn't love tutoring? Everyone remember Stoneforge Mystic? Oh yeah. Giant Mantis. We have Duststalker. One of those clutch cards in that red-black Devoid deck. Oh, I love it. 5/3 hastes for 4 mana. It's definitely not an Abyssal Persecutor like I love rocking out back in Worldwake, but it's still pretty sweet. Ghoul-Draz Overseer, 6 mana flying, 3/4. Landfall, all your dudes get stronger for the turn. Not bad. I've never actually gotten to run that because it's one of those cards I just don't see myself playing. I can't justify it. Ooh, here we go. That's a card everyone wants right now, right? Gideon, ally of Zendikar. Not bad, not bad. +1 becomes a 5/5 creature. 0, get a 2/2 Knight ally. And his -4, you have an emblem. That gives you an Anthem. I've seen people play this card and just 4 mana Anthem right away and just win games because of it. Pretty baller. We have Oblivion Sower. I think this is the first one of these I've actually gotten. 6 mana 5/8, and when you cast him, even if it gets countered, when you cast him, target opponent exiles the top 4 card of his or her library. Then you can put any lands that person owns from exiled onto your battlefield, whether or not they were exiled with or without Oblivion Sower. Love that ingest mechanic. Hit their lands, steal if you can hit that guy. Ooh, I love this card in my red-black Devoid. Barrage Tyrant. 5 mana, 5/3. 3 and sack a colorless dude that's not him, and he will hit something for its power. I love it. We have a 4 mana Belligerent Whiptail as our foil. It's a 4/2 with landfall first strike. And our rare of that pack was a Beastcaller Savant. Everything you want from an elf and an ally. Whoops. We have Feldir Sovereign. Alternate win conditions at 6 mana. If you have 40 or more life at the beginning of your upkeep, you win the game. GG. That card has Vigilance, which makes it really stupid, because you can attack in for 4. Its Blood of 6 usually makes it live, and then you have it to block with if your opponent, for whatever reason, chooses to attack into it. Lantern Scout. Rally Lifelink. This card is ridiculous, whether or not you are or aren't playing the Ally deck. Lifelink just keeps you alive. I don't see it in Standard, but in Limited, if you're in white, you take that card. We have Nissa's Renewal. 6 mana instant speed. Fetch 3 lands to your battlefield tapped, gain 7 life. And a foil Scour from Existence. 7 mana instant, exile something. Anything. My buddy Kevin was playing a deck on Friday. It was red-black Devoid, and for whatever reason, he decided to actually put that card in. We have our foil Bethnic Infiltrator, 3 mana, 1/4 Devoid Ingest, and can't be blocked. I was able to get one of these on Friday. I was playing red-blue Devoid because somebody took all my black cards. With an Oran Reef Hydra, 6 mana, 5/5 Trample. Landfall, it gets +1/+1 counters. Giant Mantis. And I can make a drinking game. Whichever common comes up on the most packs, you just take a drink every time you see it. Endless one. Someone was ever so nice to pass me this card on Friday, and it was like pack 3. It was my pick 2 pack 3. You can put this card in any deck, and it's a star in theory for the amount of mana you want to pay into it. Might as well be a Hydra, and a Devoid deck, it's just good. Just good. Straight value. We have Exert Influence, 5 mana sorcery, converge, gain control of target creature if its power is less than or equal to the number of colors you spent in it. In control of any 0 to 5 power creature. Scoot to the back, Cinderglade. This is only our second Tangle for this box. Wow. I feel like all the other boxes I opened had a bunch of them. It's our red-green Tangle. It does what we need to do if you're playing red-green. Scoot to the back, we have Brutal Explosion. Ooh, bounce a creature or a spell and do 2 damage to something. It actually can't do 2 damage to a player, but it can hit the walkers, which could be all the relevant. I was not able to get one of those on Friday, but I played against a mirror deck. He had it. Oh, the moment when your opponent uses that to kill a metal drone. You kind of cry a little bit, but it's like, whatever, at least that spell's gone. Ally encampment. Put it in every ally deck. It's not necessarily your Cavern of Souls for allies, but it's pretty darn close to it. Taps for any color if you're casting an ally. Heck, put in the Changeling deck. They count as allies. Fair enough, right? We have Smothering Abomination. I love this card. It's a flying 4/3, and it lets you draw cards. What more can I say about it? 4 mana, Devoid, black. I love it. I run it every time. Oh, we have a foil Smothering Abomination. I like that. Our rare from that pack is Brood Butcher. 5 mana 3/3, enters the battlefield, you get a 1/1, and you can sack any creature at green and black to give target creature -2/-2. We have our foil is a 3 mana Tunneling Geopede, landfall, deal 1 damage to each opponent. A 3/2 for 3 with bonuses. It's a pretty good card. Never actually ran it yet though. And our rare is Conduit of Ruin. When you cast him, search your deck for a colorless creature with converting mana cost 7 or greater. Put it on top of your library. And the first creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less. It's a great way to get Emrakul out fast. I saw somebody do it. Thank God I was not playing against them. Because an Emrakul, sorry, not Emrakul, it was an Ulamog. My huge mistake. The dude was playing Ulamog in Limited, and with a 40-card deck, Ulamog kind of wins the game. Shambling Vent. I love this card. It's a black-white land. It's in 2 of the 3 colors I like, and it turns into a life linker. I love it. Looks like we're approaching the final 6 packs. Hopes are still rather high, considering what has and hasn't happened. We have Defiant Bloodlord. 7 mana. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. I'm still a big fan of the whole Defiant Blood and Exquisite Blood, Sanguine Bond and Exquisite Blood combo, and he just adds another piece to it. Start winning the game. Bam! The MVP in my red-black Devoid deck, the Sludge Crawler. And we have Crumble to Dust. Oh, that's not a rare. What am I doing? Canopy Vista, that's a rare. Our white-green Tangoland. Two mana 0/6, Fortified Rampart as our foil. With our rare being a Munda Ambush Leader. Rally, search the top cards of your deck for more allies, put them back in any order. And the rest go on the bottom. Because if you're playing the ally deck, you just want more allies. Get all the triggers. We have Omnath, Locus of Rage. 7 mana, landfall, get a 5/5. Whenever him or an elemental you control dies, do 3 damage to something. Oh, who doesn't love bolting things? I miss Lightning Bolt. And that was back legal in old Zendikar Standard. Wasteland Strangler, 3 mana processor, 3/2. If you process, you get to give something -3/-3 until end of turn. And our final pack of the night. Ooh, Sludge Crawler. Give me something good, buddy. We have Blight Herder. Process 2 of your opponent's cards, and if you do, you get 3/1/1 colorless Scions. Alright. Alright, still no expedition. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll get to the next box very soon. Peace. Alright, so what was relevant? We have Smoldering Marsh. We have Void Winnower as a mythic. Omnath as a mythic. Canopy Vista. We have Oblivion Sower as a mythic. Ruinous Path, I think, is still relevant. It's a really good card. In my opinion, at least. Drana. That's a card. The moment when that foil mountain is worth more than a lot of the rares open in that box. Manlands. Cinderglade. Oh, there he is. Big boy Gideon. Alright. I'd say that's about all that's relevant for that box.